stomach. It was more like vampire bats. But telling her mom that wouldn't help. Instead, she trudged outside and just made the school bus before it pulled away from her corner. Chapter 2. The Sneaker That Started It All. At 9 a.m. sharp, Miss Shotlin announced, "Time for our expert reports." Kylie sank down in her chair, hoping somehow, some way, her teacher would forget to call on her. Maybe they'd have a fire drill or a surprise assembly in the auditorium. Maybe Miss Shotlin would announce it was a national holiday and school would be closed the rest of the day. Crazier things had happened at Blakely Elementary School. One time, a mouse got loose from a classroom, and they'd had to evacuate the entire school for 2 hours while the teachers looked for the escapee. Kylie closed her eyes tightly and willed some kind of harmless catastrophe to happen so she could get out of class. Please, please, please let me not have to go today. Miss Shotlin must have read her mind because she called on Bella Russell first. Kylie breathed a huge sigh of relief. "I did my report on dogs," Bella said. "Did you know the biggest dog in the world weighed 282 pounds? "Wow," said Jeremy. "That's like 4 of me." Bella went on and on about different breeds of dogs and her adorable cockapoo, Hermione. "She knows how to count to 10 barking," Bella bragged. When Bella had taken her seat, Miss Shotlin glanced at her plan book. "Let's see," she said, perching her glasses on the tip of her nose. "Whose turn is it next?" Kylie held her breath. Maybe if she stayed absolutely still as a statue, Miss Shotlin would pass right over her. "Kylie, you're up." No such luck. Do I have to go right now?" Kylie asked. "Can Abby go before me?" Miss Shotlin shook her head. "Nope." Kylie's chair creaked as she pushed it back from her desk. She walked to the front of the room and tried not to look anyone in the eye as she unrolled her poster. "Ew," Meredith shouted. "That is so gross." She covered her eyes. "I can't look." Just as Kylie had feared, Meredith was making fun of her presentation, and she hadn't even said a single word yet. Of course, Emily and Bella followed Meredith's lead. Bella even pretended to swoon and fall off her chair. Kylie gulped. This wasn't going to be pretty. "My report is about monster movies," she said quietly. She heard lots of giggles, but tried to ignore them. "Louder, please," said Miss Shotlin, "so everyone in the back of the room can hear you." Kylie cleared her throat and continued. "Did you know that vampires can't see their reflection in a mirror? And you can't capture their image in a photo?" "That's not true," said Gavin. "I saw Twilight 3 times. "Yeah," said Meredith. "You're wrong." "Class," cried Miss Shotlin. "Only one student at a time, and it's Kylie's turn to present. Save your comments for the end." Kylie took a deep breath and continued. "Boris Karloff was an amazing monster movie actor. He played Frankenstein's monster, and the Mummy, and both Jekyll and Hyde." She pointed to each character on her poster. Meredith yawned. Jeremy pretended to snore. Bella blew a bubble with her gum. 5 minutes felt like 5 hours. When Kylie finished, Miss Shotlin applauded and thanked her. "That was a fascinating presentation," she said. "Thank you, Kylie, for teaching us all about monsters." Meredith whispered to Emily as Kylie walked by. "Of course she'd know all about monsters. She's a freak." Kylie bit her lip. She wished she had the courage to put Meredith in her place. If she did, she would have shot back. "Oh yeah? Well, you're the bride of Frankenstein." Instead, Kylie hurried back to her seat and kept quiet. There was simply no use responding. Meredith was so popular, and everyone would take her side. Meredith grinned, then stuck out her tongue. Kylie sighed. She should be used to this by now. It wasn't the first time Meredith Mitchell had called Kylie a name or made fun of her in front of everyone. In fact, Meredith had been doing it for over a year. Kylie didn't know why Meredith always singled her out to embarrass, but she did know when it had started. Back in September of 3rd grade, when Kylie was new to Blakely. That summer, her dad switched jobs and they'd moved from Jupiter, Florida to New Fairfield, Connecticut. Kylie was excited. She had never seen snow, and her dad promised there would be tons in their new backyard by December. Enough to go sledding and build a ginormous snowman, he told her. She was sad to say goodbye to her old friends, Jamie.